Hi there, I'm Dr. Jacqueline Smeaton, Chief Medical Officer at Precision Analytical, the creators of the Dutch test, and I want to share with you a little bit about the panels that we offer. Now, we have the Dutch Plus and Dutch Complete, which are our two most popular and most comprehensive panels available. We also have the Dutch Cycle Mapping test that can be paired with either a Plus or a Complete. And then we have 4 smaller tests which break down different sections of the test and provide them to you at a lower cost option. So let's talk about our most popular panels first. The Dutch Complete, you can see this very comprehensive report, covers a wide variety of biomarkers. We do androgens and androgen metabolites, progesterone metabolites, estrogens and estrogen metabolites, cortisol and cortisol metabolites, and then nutritional organic acids, neuro-related markers, and additional markers. Now, one thing that's important about the Dutch Complete is it is urine only. This means your patients only do urine collection at home, which is so easy, and that our cortisol test actually comes from urine. Now, the Dutch Plus, the report looks probably indistinguishable at first glance from the Dutch Complete, but it is a little bit different. We offer similar biomarkers, but when it comes to the Dutch Plus, we actually change the cortisol collection to salivary. There's a couple reasons for this. The biggest one is that we're able to measure a CAR, or a cortisol awakening response. So what the CAR is a measurement at waking, 30 minutes after waking, and 60 minutes after waking. And that allows us to actually measure like a mini stress test on your adrenal glands and the HPA axis. That happens every day when you wake up kind of anticipating the day ahead. The next group of tests that we offer center around Dutch Cycle Mapping. Now, the Cycle Map is a really unique test that actually will plot estrogen and progesterone along the course of an entire menstrual cycle for a patient. So for this test, we measure progesterone metabolites, alpha and beta pregnenolone, along with estrogens, both E1 and E2, estrone and estradiol, at 9 data points across the entire cycle. This allows you to see essentially a map of your patient's hormones throughout the menstrual cycle. Lastly, we offer smaller panels, the Dutch CAR, the Dutch Adrenal Panel, Dutch Sex Hormones Panel, and the Dutch Oats Panel. So the CAR looks at exactly that, the CAR. You get the diurnal curve plus the first 3 time points of the day measured in saliva. These biomarkers include diurnal free cortisol and free cortisone, total salivary free cortisol and cortisone, and then the cortisol awakening response. Now, if you're interested in adding in metabolites, then you'd want to order the Dutch Adrenal Panel. This does not include the CAR, but it does include 4 urinary time points along with metabolites. So you can see here, you get a DHEA sulfate, which is an androgen produced by the adrenals. And then in urine, you get several measures of cortisol, and then you get the cortisol metabolites. Next is the Dutch Sex Hormones Panel. This panel is that sex hormone page only. With this, you get the androgens and their metabolites, the progesterone metabolites, and estrogens and estrogen metabolites. So these smaller panels can be really nice if you want to just do a follow-up. Maybe you ran a more comprehensive Dutch Complete or Dutch Plus, and you had a problematic area. You've provided a treatment plan and you want to check in on what is happening there. This can be a lower cost alternative for that check-in, looking just at that problem area, whether it's part of the HPA axis or sex hormones. And then lastly, we do offer the Dutch Oats Panel on its own. And these organic acids actually provide a ton of value. We have nutritional organic acids, vitamin B12 and B6 marker, a biotin marker, a marker for glutathione, and also one for gut dysbiosis. We have neuro-related markers, dopamine marker, a marker for epinephrine and norepinephrine, and a neuroinflammation marker. And then we have 2 additional markers, one for melatonin, and then one of my favorite little bonuses is 8-OHDG, which is actually a marker for DNA damage. So if you're trying to learn more about the panels, I really encourage you to check out our biomarker comparison chart, which is available at DutchTest.com, or look at the more detailed information under Dutch testing on our website.